There are places in Wichita that stand like monuments to our highest achievements, and places that move us to wonder and worship. There are places that thunder with all our pride and joy, and places whose corridors are filled with our compassion. We are connected to these places as surely as bridges connect our land. Just as sure as the connection of the Wichita cityscape to 4 generations of one family-owned company, Dondlinger & Sons Construction. With a family history that journeyed from Luxembourg to Wisconsin to Claflin, Kansas, N.L. Dondlinger moved to Wichita in 1925. Seeking opportunity for his sons Martin, Ray, Joe, and Leo, N.L. expanded his business to include small commercial and residential projects.
My grandfather was the chartered member of the Associated General Contractors of Kansas in 1941. And their motto, the AGC motto, is skill, integrity, and responsibility. And I think my grandfather passed that motto down to his 4 sons.
The second Dondlinger generation took over management of the company in the 1950s and began building an impressive resume. Noteworthy among their achievements were WSU's Henry Leavitt Arena in 1954, featuring the first Lamella Dome ever built, the Union National Bank, and the St. Francis South Tower. They also began to take on contracts beyond the city limits, including a library for President Eisenhower in Abilene and a massive dining hall for the Air Force in Colorado Springs.
They built the steel frame on the floor and then jacked the frame up on the column. So it was a pretty challenging and unique project.
So if you can imagine a 360,000 square foot building and the roof is being jacked up hydraulically in place. I mean, it was amazing. When I look at the second generation and look back at what they built, it still amazes me.
In 1980, the third generation of Dondlingers, Tom, Nick, and Marty, began making their mark in Wichita with projects like the Epic Center, the tallest building in the state of Kansas, and the inspiring St. George Orthodox Christian Cathedral, with the construction of the stunning Exploration Place, and a dramatic new look for the Wichita Art Museum. The company seemed to be on a mission to renovate an entire city. In 2003, the third generation put a new face on a second generation project, the home of Shocker Basketball, Charles Koch Arena. The Downing Gorilla Forest followed in 2004, and the new home of Commerce Bank at the waterfront just 1 year later. Then, on the edge of the Arkansas, Dondlinger & Sons gave the Keeper of the Plains its dramatically higher profile and became the only contractor to build a pedestrian suspension bridge in Kansas.
2 cable-stayed bridges, very complicated. It took a lot of engineering, pre-planning. A lot of technology went into that project to build it. Not a straight line anywhere. I was proud of our people that were on the project because they did an outstanding job on it.
2009 saw the completion of the $105 million Central Rail Corridor.
What a lot of people don't know, all the water treatment plants we've constructed, underground utility work, the bridges and highways. So when you look at the quality of life and those simple needs that we all have for clean water, transportation, I look back and I think that's a very important part of this firm.
That same year, Dondlinger & Sons partnered with the county on the 15,000-seat Intrust Bank Arena.
The work that they do, the work ethic that they have on their projects is that they care for and they have pride in this community. So it's kind of a personal pledge and commitment to the project. I found it a joy working with them and having their kind of expertise and commitment to Wichita and this Central County and South Central Kansas community.
Whether it be Exploration Place or the arena or the airport in the future, the more complex the project and the more difficult the project, the more Dondlinger really excels.
Although no project seems too big for Dondlinger & Sons, no project is too small either.
We restored the Heller cabin at Cowtown, one of the oldest cabins in the United States, I think. So those kind of projects are a lot of fun.
With every square foot of Wichita that they have built, the Dondlinger family has been committed to building a higher quality of life in the community as well. They have faithfully served on boards from Exploration Place to the American Red Cross to Newman University.
I can't think of a part of our community in the Wichita region that Dondlinger Construction and the Dondlinger family hasn't touched. They're a go-to family, and we are blessed to have them as part of the Newman family.
There are great cities in the United States: Chicago, San Francisco, Seattle, New York, Dallas, but we absolutely love Wichita, Kansas.
You got to make a better place to live, not only for yourself, but for your kids and the next generation. It's so critical that we put back in the community whatever we're able to provide that benefit for future generations.
As a fourth generation of Dondlingers begin to take their places in the business, it's clear Wichita will continue to benefit from the skills, integrity, and sense of community that has been the cornerstone of the company for more than a century. Wichita has literally grown into the spaces and spread across the roads and bridges the Dondlingers have made for us. Yet, it is their example of bold vision and steadfast leadership as a family and a company that has proven to be their most enduring legacy.